And this is how you clean your... No. This is a completely different channel. I'm sorry, guys. This is not my landscaping channel. Welcome to the channel. My name is Alejandro, as you guys know. And today we're going to talk about cars. Specifically, we're going to talk about the garage today. And a lot of people are going to wonder and say, Alejandro, what's happening with your cars? What's happening right now? Why are you so poor? I'll tell you right now. So as you guys know, I moved to Texas about 2 years ago. And after the pandemic, it's been a lot of, to be honest with you, I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. And I hate getting into a routine. There's different routines that I like, but when it comes to my creative or my work or my business, I got so fed up of doing the same shit, of people expecting the same thing from me. And at the same time, I wanted to focus on my businesses, which was really exciting at the time when we started them. And now some of them are quite large and surprising, because I wasn't expecting the stuff that happened from them, right? Like we started, you guys remember the famous $800 Gorilla watch? These babies, almost $9,000. All Swiss movement, blah, blah, blah. Like stuff like that you would never expect that we would get from A to B so fast. Well, we're there, right? Between the mezcal, the water company, the mezcal is alcohol, the water company, whether it's the watches or anything else, because we also have an investment fund, which I always fucking forget. I think all of that has really paved the way for my life towards the future. And I'm feeling really happy. But at the same time that I'm really happy, I'm moving back to California. And the reason why I'm moving back to California, and I know what a lot of people are gonna say, Alejandro, I thought you were so happy in Texas. What's happening? Why are you going back to California? It's rather simple, my guys. My wife absolutely hates it here. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't live anywhere where my wife is not happy. And if you guys are watching this and you're probably thinking, oh my God, he's only moving to California because his wife wants, fuck that. Well, how old are you? How old are you? Are you married? And what kind of world do you live in? If your wife is not happy somewhere, you gotta get the fuck out of there and go wherever she's happy. And I know what you're thinking, but Alejandro, there's crime in California. There's more taxes. There's less water. There's less energy for your stupid electric cars. There's a lot of stupidity and people vote for Gavin Newsom because he's good looking. Well, yes, I hate it all. I absolutely despise it with every inch of my body. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If you've never been married, you never wanna deal with not having a happy wife, okay? So if my wife wants to go and eat shit, I'm gonna go and eat shit and smile, because otherwise, life is not that great. So, with that in mind, guys, let me show you the garage and then I'll tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Because for 3 years, I haven't driven really new cars. I haven't really experimented what I used to do all the time, which was just hop in, go to a dealership, drive a car, and buy it. And I haven't done that. And the reason why I haven't done that is because of everything that I told you. Also, I got really involved into racing and all that stuff. I also have car dealerships. I need to show you my car dealership in Mexico. I feel like you guys would enjoy it. So I'll go to Mexico probably next week and show you. Just to show you. You see? This is exciting because you guys don't know anything. And where was I? Wow. Marijuana, huh? Incredible. It's powerful. It's powerful and delicious. But what I was saying is, now that we're going back to California because wifey wants to go back to California, I have a great excuse to get back into cars. Because back in the day in California, I used to just wake up in the mornings, and my morning on the weekends was wake up early, watch Formula One, whether it's practice or quali or the actual race. And then afterwards, because it was so damn early, go and drive in the canyons. And it was so much fucking fun ripping my cars in the canyons. And that was my morning. And I loved it. I loved my life like that. Yeah, I started with the whole cars like, oh, come see me and all this shit. But it ended up being more of a release. And I really love that era in my life. And I want to get back to it. I'm not saying I'm going to stay away from all car events and all that stuff. I'm not saying that. I don't know if I want to go back to that. But for now, I'm excited to just get back and getting a car that I want to drive. And let me explain to you guys why. So this is my 911 Turbo S. This is a 992 Porsche Turbo S. This right here was a dream car of mine forever. And it's not really the most expensive car in the world. This is actually quite affordable. This is like 240 grand, whatever I paid, which I paid over for it because it was like the craze of all the cars. But this car is my favorite car of all time. I wanted one for years, ever since I saw that fifth gear video of Tiff Needell saying, And this is the 911 Turbo. Ever since that video, I lost my shit about this car and I wanted one. But I never bought one because I thought these cars are so boring, I'm gonna end up being bored and then I'm gonna change it immediately and I'm gonna lose a lot of money on it. And the reality is, I'm so glad that I bought this here because in Texas, the roads, oh my God, they absolutely suck fucking gigantic dick. They do. Everything is straight. Nothing has ups, downs, nothing, everything just goes straight. It's like whoever designed the roads here was bored and said, you know what'd be awesome? If I can be even more bored driving on a straight line forever. And then he designed all the roads. This is science, guys. Watch it, go look it up online. It's true. So when I moved out here, I said, this is my time. I'm gonna be able to buy myself something like this and enjoy it, because for those of you who don't know, this is one of the fastest cars in the world. This is a 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, right? 6-cylinder, twin turbo, 4-wheel drive. It's dynamic though, so it can throw more torque into the back wheels, front wheels. It kind of feels like a rear-wheel drive car. And I was driving it in the rain the other day and I almost crashed it because I accelerated like a moron and the back wheel started spinning. Thank God I caught it. But a car like that, it's still exciting. And to me this is just gonna be a boring car. I'm probably instantly gonna get bored, but it's so fucking good, you guys. Like, I swear, it feels like a GT3 whenever you wanna push it, and it kind of feels naturally aspirated, but then also whenever you wanna have it as your daily and you just don't wanna push like crazy, it's perfect. It's so comfortable. The sound system is fucking incredible in it. Navigation works flawlessly, the interior is to die for. So I've kept it for a long time. I think I've had this for 2 years now. I actually don't even know because I don't fucking give a shit anymore. This sadly is gonna be my first victim because obviously going to California, I'm gonna go back into my canyons and be able to drive like a total dickwad in the mornings. So I wanna buy something dickish. And the best part of it is I haven't driven anything in 3 years. Nothing. I don't know what the new GT3 RS is like, what the new GT3 is like, what the GT4 RS is like. I haven't driven the new Ferraris. I haven't driven anything. And I want to approach this moment of my life like the renaissance of Alejandro car guy. I want to really have fun, go out there, take my wife so we can pick whatever cars together. Because number one, like I said, I'm gonna take care of myself here. The other car that's gonna change is right here. This is my Model S Plaid. This is my favorite car I've ever had. As far as sedans go, it's an all-wheel drive car, 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. It looks incredible. The sound system in the car is phenomenal, obviously. And this is my favorite part of it. That steering wheel, guys. I feel like fucking Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc every time I drive it. It's unbelievable. And the torque vectoring is... Because I could have killed myself several times with 1,000 horsepower driving like an idiot. This thing is perfection. Perfection. It drives itself, a great sound system. It's comfortable. It's got 2 trunks, one on the front, one on the back. It's unreal. Unfucking real. It's legitimately one of the greatest cars ever built. But the reason why this is also gonna be a victim of my bad decisions is because I want a Cybertruck. And I want a fucking Cybertruck so bad, guys. So bad. And you're gonna say, well, Alejandro, you already have an electric pickup truck. And I don't know if you remember, but when I went to Monaco in 2019, I said, I'm gonna have 2 electric cars and just a regular combustion engine car. And I thought this would be an AMG 1 or a LaFerrari, for example. But I'm sick and tired of these fucking AMG 1s and Valkyries and bullshit not being street legal. All of the cars now are not street legal. Oh yeah, the rich people will buy it. It's not street legal, so you can get it with a permit of I don't know what. No, because if you use the car and you crash it, no one's gonna pay you the insurance if you're using it in a different scenario. And also, if you're a Mexican in Alejandro, everyone's gonna try to call the cops on you for having a car that you're not supposed to have on the street. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but there was a motherfucker that called the cops when I was driving my Beetle here in the United States and try to get me in trouble for it. So most of the cocksuckers watching me are never gonna get anything out of me because I am sadly a very boring old man that does everything by the book. Even though I curse, and I know that's incredibly hard to comprehend to most people, that I don't do illegal things just because I curse. Crazy. So we ended up with the Rivian, and I fucking love this thing. We take it to the lake and look, aside from my gardening channel and whatnot, we legitimately go to the lake and enjoy this thing so much. My wife even traded for her G-Wagon, as you can tell by the evidence right here, and now she's driving this. the reality is this thing is probably also gonna go. I hope it doesn't, but it's also gonna go because we're gonna get Belen either another G-Wagon, which we got rid of ours right when everything was fucking collapsing. And also, she's looking at the Range Rover. I don't know why. I feel like we can get an Urus right now, and the Urus would be dope, but I've gone down that path. This is the first time ever I was able to get rid of a fucking G-Wagon for this. And it's because it's incredible. It legitimately is incredible. The quality of build for this car, which is a first generation car, is insane. I told you guys, the people building these cars know what the fuck they're doing. And they did a hell of a job with it. So this is basically the garage, and you're gonna start seeing a lot of changes now. But the first things first, we're gonna go out there and really enjoy ourselves checking out what the fuck is out there. Because legit, I'm excited. And it's been so long since I've had that feeling. And the best part is I can bring my wife alongside with me because now we have nothing else to do. We have nothing else to do. Yeah, we have our companies, but you know what? It's not a lot of work for us. So I think it's time. It's time. And like I said, racing part's a big part of my life now, so most likely that's gonna stick around for a while. Will it be a Ferrari? Will it be another Tesla? Will it be another Porsche? I don't know, but shit's about to go down. So get motherfucking ready.